Hey guys, and welcome to number 13 of the Derby Career Mode Live, and to start this episode we've got a game against QPR, then we are going to go into deadline day. Are we going to make another signing? We're going to have to see. What has happened here? We got Bristol City, then the day later, I didn't actually realise this in the last episode, we have the Hull replay, and then 2 days later after that we got Bolton, and then 2 days later after that we got Rotherham, and there's like a massive gap kind of here, like you could have stuck a game like on the 29th. But no, they thought let's just cram all the games all at once, so I really don't know what I'm going to do there, but hopefully it sorts itself out pretty soon, because if we have to play a game, then a game the day later, then that's kind of crazy. So far on the transfer front, we have brought in a centre mid, a centre attacking mid, and a CDM, so I think we potentially need to bring in a centre back. I think that's what we need to look into doing. So what I'm going to do, he's worth between 800 and 1.8 million, so I'm going to put Baird into the deal. He's not been involved at all this season, he's just not that good at all, so we're just going to stick every single penny into this deal. What we could always do is swing the money over to 2 million and just buy him straight up, so that's always an option, but I would quite like to get rid of Baird. So our next opponent's QPR, third in the table, so if we win the next game we can leapfrog them in points. A matter of what the rest of the teams do, we could potentially be top. So Leeds United and Forest at the top, that's really interesting to see. Obviously we had to simulate up to December, and now it's really cost us because we're in a really tight position in the table. We are going to just play the first team for this game. I'm going to drop Mason Bennett down to the bench, bring on Vyman because just a quality, we need that extra bit of oomph in this game, and I think we are going to put Butterfield on for Bryson. Bryson just hasn't been playing that well. He's a player we could potentially swap with the centre-back Calic as well. So let's go into the game now and see how we do. Here we go, Johnny Russell. Back across, and that's it. Calabos with the goal. He is the wonder boy at this club at the moment. For like 3.7 million basically. We got rid of Shotton, who wasn't involved at all. He was never played, and his value is quite good for what he is. And then that ball across from Johnny Russell, finding the new man to put it in the back of the net to get us a great start in this game, which we definitely needed, because Obafemi Martins is the kind of player that can just score at any moment, just get an attack going and get him back into the game. Come on, lad. Oh, the keeper saved it. I was getting pulled back that entire time, but Rob Green did quite well to save that, to be fair. No, yes, there we go. Calabos with his second. Not too sure if it's an own goal or not, but I'm going to take it as Calabos's, as he did head the ball towards net, but it was really strange. Like, the keeper came out and he didn't get it. Normally, the keeper comes out and he just punches it, grabs it, but maybe number 30 like glanced it off his head. We'll see in a sec. No, it goes down as Calabos' goal, and he's been wonderful. 2 games and 3 goals. There we go, Obafemi Martins. It was going to happen at some point, I knew it, and us getting that second goal, that was quite important. We could always put it on defensive now and keep possession and just try and get in at the second goal, but nah. And there it is, full time. Can't hope for that. That was so tense at the last few minutes. They had so much possession. Kind of crazy. 2 bits of wonderful play from Danny Calabos to get us those couple of goals and get us the 3 points. Already paying off that like 2 million transfer budget, and of course the Ryan Shotton going in the opposite direction. And I think that is one of the best transfers I've ever done on a career mode, because his potential is 87. So you really can't worry about that player. So let's have a look at the table now. As you can see, we are in second, Forest are in first. It's going to be a really good East Midlands derby at the top of the table there for the last like 6 months of the season now, maybe even 5, I'm not too sure. But yeah, it just shows how we lose a game, we could go down to like 9th, and if we win, we could go top next game. So really tight at the moment. We need to get 3 points in pretty much every single game. We are in transfer deadline day now. I'm not too sure if we do need to sign anyone, but I'm not too sure. So they are interested in the player, but they want 4.3 million. So what we're going to do, see what Baird's wage is, which I think is about 20k anyway, so it's not too bad. So Baird's on 10k a week, so what we need to do is basically just leave 20k a week wages, just so if he wants like more money or anything, we can always facilitate that. So let's just swing the budget over and then just give them every single penny, and they should accept that 2.5 million plus Baird on deadline day. Will they do it? We'll have to see. So we've got a transfer offer here, 1 year loan. I'm not too sure if it's till the end of the season or till the next January window. either way, we can always recall him. He's not really needed. We're not going to be able to play him now until the end of the season. So they still want more money. What can we do? So now we've loaned out Rawson, we can actually swing over the budget a bit more. And what I'm going to do is just give him the 20 grand a week. And if he's not happy with that, I'm not too sure really. So we're going to loan out Kwame Thomas as well to Blackpool. He was there earlier on in the season, but I'm just going to extend it till the end of the season. I'm not too sure if we're even going to like re-sign his contract. So unfortunately we're not going to be able to get that centre back. And we have about 7 hours left of this window. So do we have another person on the transfer front that we could potentially sign? So we could potentially sign Joel Matip. He is on 60 grand a week. I'm just going to give him all our money and see if that does work, because 24 years old and he's like 80 rated. That would be an incredibly good signing for next season. So that brings in a centre back and 2 centre mids. And then I think we just need like an attacking player kind of thing. So yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to join because of just so many reasons. Because obviously we're only a championship club. We haven't guaranteed the Premier League yet, so it's going to be difficult to convince him to join. I'm just going to make it a 2-year contract. Maybe he'll sign that, we'll have to see. So here's a player I would like to bring in. It is John Sutari. I think he can play centre back as well. CDM, good youngster, and I don't know what to do really, because I kind of want to get him straight away. He's only on 3 grand a week. We'll put that down to 20k, and hopefully we can bring him in. He'll be a really nice young player. You can't get him on a pre-contract signing because he is too young. But he looks really good, like his stats are all very nice. So we're going to try and do a swap deal with Baird, and I don't know, I feel like 1 million on top of it as well, like that just... I'm going to go for 800k at start, because you never know, sometimes they just want the player, so that little bit of money, that'll just help it along. So hopefully they've accepted the deal. They have accepted the deal, 800k plus Chris Baird. It's kind of a like-for-like placement. Baird is quite a versatile player, so is Suter. We're going to give him... I want to give him squad rotation, but he has to accept this contract. So I'm even tempted to go to like 6, just to give him a little bit more money. Yeah, I'm going to go for 7.5k a week wages, because I want him to sign this right now, because we have one chance to get this player. So I don't want to mess it up and not get him. So for some reason, Mushroom Mönchengladbach have approached the Turkish centre-back that I was going for 3.3 million, and I'm pretty sure we were pretty close to that, so I'm not too sure why they didn't accept that, but we have had it accepted, so we're going to go accept that now. I think our wages go up slightly. We do drop 800k, but I'm really not too bothered. Chris Baird just wasn't involved in the team, and Suter will fit in a lot better in terms of positioning. Like, he is a holding midfielder, only 19 years old, can play centre-back as well, so he's kind of like Rawson, and kind of like Hansen at the same time, but he's a little bit better, so hopefully he can grow into like a 70, maybe even a 70 by the end of the season. That'd be quite cool. So now that we have left the transfer window, we have 2 million plus, that's 23k a week, so I think I'm going to send out another scout, because they are quite handy. Obviously we haven't actually got one yet on this career mode, so I'm going to have to buy another one of those. I'll do that in between the episodes, because I don't really want to do it now. It's nothing too interesting, but I'm going to look at potentially signing some of the contracts a bit longer. Obviously not Sam, we're just going to let him go, but the likes of Carson, Christie, Keogh, Ben, I'm definitely going to extend them by at least a year. But there we go, Sesu Ancambo growing back to a 70. He was a 70 before I had to simulate it all, but then he dropped back down, so that's kind of frustrating. But anyway, we're going to go into the game against Bristol City, and then I don't know, I might end off the episode, or I might play that whole game, which is a day later. Why has it done that? It's really, really frustrating. But we got a few scout reports back from players that we were potentially looking at. These three, Hooper, Tete, and Gaston Ramirez. These two are going through Everton and Wolfsburg, and Tete, I think, is just going to expire his contract, so we could get him on a free at the end of the year. So going into the game against Bristol City at home, I've made quite a few changes for this game, just due to the fact that we have got that game one day late. It's really frustrating. Why is that a thing on the game? But what I'm going to do is just pause it, go to the in-game player ratings things, and just show you both the lineups, because it's just a lot easier and faster. We have got Suter and Butterfield in the holding midfielder roles, Christian Forsyth at fullback, Vyman in behind the striker, and Damari Gray out wide. They're playing the 5 at the back. I believe they did actually win last time we played, so it might be quite a difficult game. Ben Amer and Moore in the centre-back position, Brian at left-back, and Kodja and Agard up front, both very good. Free kick here on the edge of the box. It might be a yellow for Butterfield as well. We don't want to be conceding straight on. And we've conceded straight on in this game against Bristol City. That man Freeman with the free kicks, he's got really good free kicks, so I'm not too sure what we did wrong there. Maybe jumped the wall a little bit too early, but we need to get some goals. Come on, Duck. There we go, Bryson, the man off the bench. He hasn't done anything all season long, but he might have got us a point in this game, maybe even a win with a last few chances. Was that Dawkins on the ball, and then he just lays it off of Bryson? Those players haven't played like that much. They've probably played maybe 5 games this season, and they've just got us a really important goal. And that's full time, at 1-1 in the end, probably the deserved result. They had a lot of possession, Bristol City, and against the 5 at the back, we do really struggle. But that goal from Bryson, so important to keep us at least in a shout of like the top 2. So here it is, the game against Hull at the KC Stadium. Here are the lineups for today's games. They got Jakubovic in goal. They've got a different lineup from the first game. They got Akpom up front. It's a bit of a weaker team, I'd say. Hayden, he's only about 50 rated. Odebejo at right back, and we've got a really low stamina team. So there's a couple of players, but generally it's okay. Snodgrass with a lot of space in. He's just cut past him, hit the post, and then it's gone in the back of the net. How lucky is this game for the AI? It's just incredibly lucky. I don't know what Kolasinac was doing. He's like playing left mid, and then Jake Livermore, the man who's just taken out one of our players from behind, and then he got a yellow, and he's still on the pitch, and he's got the goal. Oh, the ball. Come on, Darren. Can he get past Dawson? Peno. Yes, boys, come on. The problem is I can't take penalties, so this is where it's going to get interesting. Should that have been a red? Maybe. I'm not too sure. Come on, Darren. Yes, we've scored a penalty. We've done it. Oh, 3rd time lucky. I don't think Chris Martin can take penalties. I think that's the thing. Darren Bent puts it away straight away. Jakubovic just didn't go anywhere. We've got our subs on now. Can we get the victory in 90 minutes? I really don't want to go to extra time, especially when our stamina just isn't anywhere near perfect. So, yeah. Come on, Hughes. Straight down the middle. Comments? No! I'm sorry. But how has he missed? How has he missed that opportunity? Oh, come on, Johnny. It's 2 against 2. Yes, Johnny Russell! Oh, he's such a beast. What a wonderful man this is. And it's just so frustrating that his potential only goes to 73. Like, how? When he's doing stuff like that. Beautiful ball from Calabas again. Working the magic. And then just bang. And I don't know how Tomic didn't score that open goal. Somehow he managed to hit the crossbar, but Johnny Russell getting us into the lead. And we're going to stick it on ultra defensive for the first bit of this half, and then obviously the second half of the extra time. There it is, full time. Thank God for that. That was a win that we needed. And Johnny Russell did pull his hamstring in the last few minutes, so hopefully he's not injured, and we're through to the quarterfinals, I want to say. So that's something for sure. That was one of our objectives when we did ask for some more money off the board. So if we hit that, then it's all happy days. So looking at the table at the moment, we are only 3 points off the top of the table, even though we did draw the last one. Obviously, Forest won their last game, and I think the rest of the teams won. So another win, and we go top. So not really worried about the table at the moment. We've got plenty of time to be able to get that position. But let's have a look at who we've got in the next round of the Cup. It is QPR in the round of 16, and then we'll have the quarter-final around here somewhere, and then semis around April, and then at the end of the season we'll have the final. That's if we get there, of course. But I think we are going to end off the episode here. We did do the January transfer. It's so crazy how those 2 games are right next to each other, and we've only got 2 games to recover for that next game against Bolton, and then Rotherham 2 games later after that, then 5, a bit of a break. We've got QPR, so I think in the next episode we'll see if we're through to the quarterfinals of the FA Cup or not. But yeah, we haven't got many episodes left. I might be tempted to do another one of those episodes where I get through like 2 months of fixtures and then just get to the end of the season like by episode 15 or something like that. But anyway, if we could smash over 35 likes, that'd be absolutely fantastic. Subscribe if you are new to the channel, and see you soon. Bye.